Prefixes and suffixes in action number 2. Here we go. Firstly, we have number 31 all the way to the last one, number 40. Let's get this started with. Let's start off with number 31. Ing. Ing. Now, something ing basically means that it's indicating that present participle form, like eating, lying, transpiring, growing, drinking, that kind of stuff. Whereas you can turn try into its present participle form by adding trying. Here's the example. I wish I could fly like that, but I'm too fat and lazy. If I'm not eating, I'm sleeping. A growing caterpillar like me needs his rest. Look at me! I'm amazing! Yeah, you will eventually turn into that. You just need to eat and rest. Alright, next up, we have number 32. Here it's a little bit of a special case because there are variations of this. You have eon, xion, aeon, or ishion. Now, this is basically means it's an idea, like a little act or a process where you can turn a verb into a process, like celebrate into celebration, attract into attraction, and let me think of another one. Destination itself is already a word. Like destiny to destination, like your destiny is going to this destination, that kind of thing. Got it? Good. So now that you got a hang of those words, now we can go ahead and say the example. Oh, the party was a fabulous celebration. In my opinion, everything was just perfect, and I was the chief attraction. Yeah, keep smiling. This is gonna be your imagination. People just couldn't stop looking at me. I must be so beautiful. That's true, but the rest is a figment of her imagination. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people were just looking at her for a while. Like, definitely not for this. Alright, nextly, number 33, we have eyes. Or sometimes you have to spell it with a Z or S. Depends on the situation. Eyes or eyes means that you go ahead and you make something, like you advise someone, you vandalize someone, you organize something, that kind of stuff. Some people, I've seen people really go ahead and spell organize like this. And I suppose it is a cool way, like the new Gen Z way to go ahead and spell stuff. But it's better to go ahead and spell with an S for conventional standard reasons. That's never going to change. So how we interpret it is going to change. A computer consultant has advised us on computerizing our data. AKA, there's this computer nerd who wants us to go ahead and turn all of our paperwork, type them all into a digital format on our computers. He claims it will make the business much easier to supervise. Now we have all our data organized online, which works well until the system goes down. That's the thing. Maybe even after you throw it away, you go ahead and look at your data, your manual data. Or never throw away your manual data. They're still kind of important. You just need to make a digital copy. And the digital copy isn't available. You need a physical copy. Alright, next up we have something-ish, which is number 34. Something-ish is like you like or relating towards something, or like almost approximately towards something. Like if it's something-ish, that means it's like that, but not exactly like that. It's a little close to that too, though. Like clever-ish is like, it's like clever, but not that clever-ish. Amateurish basically means it's like an amateur, but it doesn't, it looks amateur, but it's not exactly an amateur's work, because an amateur would be able to build this, but this isn't exactly professional. Childish basically means you're like a child. Foolish basically means you're like a fool. Get the gist? Good. Here we go. So I say it myself, I think it was cleverish of me to build this treehouse without instructions. It looks a bit amateurish to me. It's a childish of you to be jealous. At least I don't look foolish. Alright, number 35, we have something-ism. Something-ism is like the action, the process, or the result of something. It's like turning a verb or an adjective into a noun, like pessimist into a pessimism, criticize, or criticism into criticize into criticism, and feminine to feminism, that kind of stuff. Alright, this comic here is very interesting. If you already previewed it, well then you're cheating, but let's read it together. I can't help feeling a certain pessimism about my chances of winning this competition. Okay, what's the competition? Let's see. Something of the year contest. So, my guess is either woman of the year contest or human of the year of the contest. Or I suppose it's technically person of the year contest, but what gives? I'm afraid I may get some criticism, but I'm determined to go through with it. I see it as a stand for fairness. Oh gosh! Man of the Year contest. Everyone else is like a male, and so they're all like, okay, what is this person doing here? Because the only reason why this would work is she isn't female. She's transgender, she's gay, she's LGBTQ, that kind of stuff. That's the only way that she can go ahead and apply to this contest, or at the very most, if she's disqualified, suing the committee who made this contest. But I do understand why all the men are like staring at her. They're like, what the heck? It's weird. She probably has a man-like name, like Sam. Alright. Next, we have something a T. Something a T, our 36th suffix, and our 6th suffix overall right now, is basically means you're indicating or you're going ahead, you're talking about a state or condition. Sometimes you spell it with an E, sometimes you spell it with an I, sometimes you don't even use it at all. But something T basically always indicates the state or the condition you're in, like honesty, anxiety, ability, gravity, agility, that kind of stuff. Like your agility is like how fast you can dodge something or how fast you can react towards something. Anxiety is like how anxious you are towards something. Ability is, well, how able you're doing something. In all honesty, I'm not sure I can do this. I feel some anxiety about falling off. I am sure you have the ability to succeed. It's not the ability that I'm worried about. It's gravity. Yeah, the string might break any moment, but I'm pretty sure there's an invisible net that's going ahead and preventing them from being eaten by crocodiles. Either that, or the crocodiles are actually in robots that can't eat them. Or they're trained not to eat them. Alright, next up, we have something additive, or if, or if. Our 37th prefix suffix overall, we have this spelling, if, ative spelling, ative, and we have the etive spelling. Well, here's the thing. It means of or tending towards something else. Like she's like someone's too talkative, someone's too competitive, someone's very, very, very sportsmentative. I just made that word up. I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist. I think competitive play is important for young children. Competition is a formative part of a child's education, and it is healthy for a child to be active. But their tendency to make it to extremes makes me pensive. Yeah, they are starting to become tired of it. Like he's almost at 100. In fact, I'm pretty sure they ran out of cards, or at the very most, ran out of space for the thing. Alright, next up, number 38, we have something less. As the less by itself word means, it means less of something. So when you use that as a suffix, that means you have less of that thing. Usually, so you have to use this with adjectives, like sleepless, countless, that kind of stuff. It's the good stuff, man! If you're feeling sleepless, try counting sheep jumping over a gate. You'll soon find yourself sleepy. Are you asleep yet? No, I can't keep up with them. They're countless. Toy Story. Why does this remind me of Toy Story? Alright, and then we have number 39, which is something like. Now, something like basically means you go ahead and you're resembling something, or you're having the characteristics of something else. I had a dream-like vision when I was dozing just now. I dreamt I was a princess. I was very young and beautiful and about to get married. It was all very lifelike. It sounds more childlike than lifelike in my opinion. Literally, it's happening right now. Alright, finally, we have something ling. Now, something ling basically means that thing is very small. Now, when that thing is very small, that pretty much means that that thing is like the runt of the clan, the smallest of the thing, like duckling, Gosling, the weakling, That kind of stuff. When you're the weakling, you're the weakest of them. When you're a gosling, that means you're like the daughter or the son or the child of a goose. While duckling is like, yeah, duckling, you're a child of a duck. That duckling is much lower than the others. It must be a weakling. Let's take it home and look after it. Watch out! I don't think it's a duckling. It must be a gosling. Correct observation, young master. And that's it. So, from number 41 all the way to 50, I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And as a result, until next time, 喜欢到 peace. Bye bye.